Containing COVID, it's all proudly brought to you by the Cabo Enterprises, the Bank of Guam, Coast 360, ITD, and Ambrose Inc. Good morning on all of our many ways to catch the show. It is a multimedia broadcast extravaganza, and we're streaming live on our Edward R. Murrow award-winning social media networks at KUAM. Good morning to our KUAM News Facebook Live viewers. We're right here on the radio. There's an audio stream, Docomo Channel 10, and at 8 o'clock, we switch it on at KUAM TV 11 for the last half of the show containing COVID. Obviously, we just talked about bars reopening Friday, and we wanted to bring Ronda from Porky's onto the show to kind of, Ronda, good morning. First of all, Chris and Sabrina, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I guess, first of all, this has been so rapidly evolving. We actually booked you on Friday to call in Monday, and the gist of it was going to be why can't bars open, because we had talked about it last week.
We got great news yesterday, right?
Right, and so just in the span of that couple days, it totally shifted to from why aren't you guys allowed to open to what are you doing when you open. So I guess just first of all, take us into the preparations that are going on with a lot of bars as they get ready to reopen on Friday.
Well, we're totally prepared. Like, we have the thermometers. Sanitization is a big thing for us. We're going to have somebody available to make sure the bathrooms are clean, periodically. And we've actually added extra seating, so you have more room to social distance now at the bar than you had before.
Yeah, I think I follow you guys on Instagram, and I noticed that you guys have done a lot of renovations, right?
Yeah. We've added I think like 3 more booths. So you have plenty of room. Shouldn't be a problem.
So how's it work, Rhonda? Like, let's say we at KUAM, just theoretically, we say we want to go to happy hour. It's been a long 3 months. We go over to Porky's. We arrive as one party. Can you walk us through what happens after we come into the bar?
Well, of course, we'll have to check your temperature. That's going to be the number one thing. We'll have you seated together since you come in together. It's my understanding. And then we'll come and serve you.
Okay. And so take us through just how difficult it has been. I'm sure you're just one of many bars that have been impacted. Tell us about your story about Porky's and how they've been impacted by COVID.
Well, I mean, of course, being down 3 months and not being able to work, not being able to be open, financially, it's been brutal. Absolutely no income. We just got the PPL loan, so we've gotten like 2 paychecks during this whole thing, and that's it. So it's been brutal.
What are you anticipating, though? Do you think, because we're seeing this with the gradual reopenings that we've done so far, what we're hearing back is that, yeah, these places are open, but, either A, people don't have the money to go and, go to the mall and go shopping, or, B, people are still kind of leery and cautious because of the COVID. So what are you anticipating? Are you thinking that the people are going to come out Friday?
Yeah, I definitely think they're going to come out, because as soon as I posted on my Facebook that we could be open, I got several messages. So, but, we're just going to have to keep an eye on the number of people that are in there, and we'll have somebody, do a head count and make sure that we stay under regulation.
Right. So what's the magic number for you guys if we're doing, what is it, Bree?
25% occupancy?
I'm not really sure. We're having a meeting this week so that we can get up to date on all the, requirements they're going to make us have, and we'll just go from there.
What about the mask thing, Rhonda? So we come for happy hour. We arrive, let's say, party of 6. You go and you seat us all together. When and, how often do we take off the mask? When do we put them on?
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to have to verify all this, but it's my understanding that if you come in together and you sit together, once you're seated, you can take your mask off, as long as you're appropriately distanced from the other patrons.
And then what about if we get up to go to the bathroom and all that?
You'll have to put the mask back on.
Okay. All right.
So
what about go ahead.
You basically come in with the mask. When you're seated, you take the mask off, you have your drinks, you get up to go to the bathroom, or even, are you guys doing the pool and stuff that you normally do?
The pool table's there, so I would assume that it's acceptable. This is something that we're going to have to figure out. We still don't know. We had no idea that we were going to be back open. They didn't tell us anything, so we're still trying to figure it all out, but we'll definitely, find out.
Rhonda, looking at the regulations that came down, was there anything in there that you guys didn't think of already that you're now going to have to prepare for in the week that you have before you open?
No, we've been ready for this since day one. I mean, the day that they told us we had to shut down, we started making, buying bleach, having hand sanitizer, masks. Like, we've been prepared.
Mm-hmm. Was there anything in the regulations then that you thought was unreasonable?
I think everybody's just trying to figure this out as we go.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like this has never happened before, so who's to say what's right and wrong? You just have to figure it out.
Right. Right.
Have you heard anything about the strip clubs?
No, I have not. I was laughing earlier.
I'm asking for a friend. I have no interest in it. I'm a family man.
You're asking for Jason.
Yeah, I'm asking
she
for
knows.
Okay, speaking of, hey Rhonda, good morning, Jason here.
Hey.
Hey, I was just wondering one thing, because I know when we were at the height of the pandemic, the people are calling it the lockdown or whatever. We spoke to the banks several times, and they were heavily emphasizing to all of their customers and their clients, please use the ATM as much as possible. Use your debit card. Try and stay away from cash because of the concern about the spread of germs. When you guys reopen and everything, do you know at this point if you'll be trying to encourage people to use less cash transactions and maybe more with plastic?
Well, our customer base, I would say 90% of our customers use plastic already.
Okay.
So.
But you guys will still accept American dollars, right? And
yeah.
cash, right?
Okay.
Yeah. We'll just spray it down with Lysol.
Right on.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much, Rhonda.
Okay, thank you. Good to talk to you again.
All right,
always.
you too.
And maybe we'll see you in for happy hour sometime.
Yeah, let's do it. We're going to change our hours up a little bit just so we can be there for everybody. So we're going to be opening up a little earlier.
Like 8 in the morning, or?
Well, I actually had somebody ask me if we would open at 9, and I was like, well, I don't know. Let me see.
You're coming through the back.
You're right.
Okay, Rhonda.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Okay,
You
let
too.
us know if you hear anything about the adult entertainment establishments.
As soon as I hear something, you'll be the first one I call.
Thank
All
you.
right.
All right. Okay, bye. Wash your hands. Well, there's a good side effect of all of this, Bree.
Mm-hmm.
Frequently cleaned bathrooms
Yep.
in the bar. Hallelujah. Talk about COVID silver linings. Yeah, so there's just, it's kind of, I was thinking before we went on, how do you feel about all the reopenings? Do you think that the government of Guam has done its part? Because I remember when we started to talk about reopenings, they had talked about a process where they were going to reopen something, they were going to monitor it, they were going to, check on it, and it was okay, then they were going to reopen something else. Are you confident that's what's been happening, or does it just seem like we're reopened this week, next week we're going to reopen that, next week we're going to reopen that?
I think if we're getting advice from the Physicians Advisory Group, and they're the ones who are having these weighted discussions, and if that's their recommendation and all the businesses follow the guidelines from the Department of Public Health, then we can only hope, right, that everything will be okay. And for patrons, as long as they follow the rules as well with wearing their masks, we can all pray that we're going to be all right.
All right. 719. We got Lynn here with a question about unemployment. Of course, Bree is our resident unemployment
expert.
expert.
On now.
So, Lynn, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Lynn.
Good morning.
Lynn,
Good morning.
Yeah, so what was your question then?
I'm Sabrina. My question today is, I have a family member that's been under SNAP benefits for, way before this pandemic kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
And they're concerned because they're hearing that if they file